като Коледа. Добре дошли на нашето финално събитие за 2015 година. Тази вечер ще се пренесем в магическия свят на приказките с една жена, която стои на кръстопът и наблюдава как покрай нея минават мечтите.
Dear friends of the Bulgarian Cultural Institute, Christmas is just around the corner, and we welcome you.
Far and wide, to the north, to the south, to the west and to the east. Beyond 9 green forests, over 9 high mountains. And then he crossed the broad river Danube, and he came to the magnificent city of Oryol. And that's where he saw her, the Oryol maiden, the girl of his dreams. She was so beautiful that her face shone like the sun. The moon rose at her breast, and her skirts were sewn with stars. As she walked, a gentle breeze blew. Where she stepped, green grass and flowers grew. And it seemed to Deutschin that heaven and earth met in her body.
Бихте ли представили себе си?
Would you introduce yourself?
Казвам се Moni Sheehan, половина българка съм, половина англичанка. И това е...
Казвам се Ivor Davies, аз съм шотландец.
Какво ви събра заедно?
An interest in theatre, in music, and yes, in particular Bulgarian music. Yes.
Нашия общ интерес към театъра и музиката и по-специално българската музика.
Кажете ни за това как се влюбихте в българския фолклор и какво ви провокира да правите такива представления?
Tell us how you fell in love with the Bulgarian folklore and actually what brought you to creating these performances.
My mother is Bulgarian. She gave me the gift of a love of Bulgaria.
Моята майка е българка и тя ми е дала дара на любовта към българското.
So from her, since I was little, she told me tales about Bulgaria. Of course, I went to visit relatives in Bulgaria.
Така че от съвсем малка тя ми е разказвала приказки и истории от България и аз, разбира се, посещавах роднините си в България.
And as I grew older, we discovered that my mother had collections of traditional Bulgarian tales, folklore collections.
И така с годините, всъщност, аз открих, че майка ми притежава един голям сбор от истории, български легенди.
Легенди, юнашки песни, народни балади, народни приказки, всички. Да, митология.
Mythology, folklore tales and stories.
И тук в Англия има storytelling, performances.
И тук here in England, тук в Англия има такива разказвачи на истории. Те са като изпълнители, артисти.
But no one was telling Bulgarian stories. You could hear stories from India, from Australia, from all over the world, but none from Bulgaria.
Но никой от тях не разказваше български. Можеш да чуеш истории от цял свят, от Индия, от Австралия, но нямаше история от България.
Said the old man. I don't know where Pushkundalavo is, but perhaps my brother will know. He's 100 years older than I am. He's up that mountain there to the east. That's where you'll find him. So Stoyan thanked the old man, and he set off to the east. And then he began to climb the mountain, up, through the dark green forest, through the snow, until he came to a place where there was a cave carved out of the rock. And in front of the cave sat an old man. Good day to you, my son, he said, and he was wrapped in a mantle of wolfskin, by the way. Good day to you, my son, he said. What are you doing here in this desolate place? Neither up nor down, neither here nor there. Good day to you, grandfather, said Straya. I'm searching for Kushkundalavo. I've lost my bride and I must find her. Said the old man, stroking his beard. I've heard of Kushkundalavo, but I don't know where it is. Perhaps my brother will know. He's 100 years older than I am.
So we decided to translate the stories, and we fell in love with them. We did.
Така че ние решихме да преведем историите и така се влюбихме в тях наистина.
And we wanted to present them to British audiences in a way that was accessible to them.
И ние искахме да ги представим на британската публика по начин достъпен за тях.
So we wanted to present the stories with music. We keep quite strictly to the stories themselves, but we have to adapt them a bit to make them accessible, because in the old language, which is what most of these stories were in, you can't just stand up and recite them. They need a little bit of filling out. And so that's what we've done. That's what you've heard tonight.
Ние ги представяме с музика и се придържаме доста стриктно към самата история, но същевременно трябваше да ги адаптираме, да ги направим, както казах, по-достъпни за публиката и не можехме да застанем отпред и да ги изрецитираме, а трябваше да им добавим малко, за да бъдат по-приемливи.
Чувството. It's all about the feeling that is in the stories that we try and communicate. And that's really what it's all about.
И всъщност чувството, както каза Мони, това е всъщност най-важното в историите и това е, което е най-главното.
А къде представяте тези представления?
Навсякъде в Англия ние правим турне много. Спейн, Испания, бяхме там и това. Където можем, ходим.
Мога да ви кажа, че беше много въздействащо.
Изгряла е месечинка, Като
първи път виждам чужденци, които да представят по този начин български фолклорни истории и приказки. По този истински начин. Можех да видя всичко като на кино. Можех да си представя всичко.
This is my first time I see non-Bulgarians perform Bulgarian folklore stories in that authentic way, and I could just picture everything you were telling.
Thank you, but my heart is Bulgarian.
This is great.
Ми е българско, заради това. И той е шотландец, това е доста близо.
His soul is half Bulgarian. I would like to ask you one more question. Who is the creator in you, in your soul, in your essence?
What do you mean by that question?
Love.
Everything that is within humans, everything, whatever was, is and will be. It's a very rich landscape.
A timeless landscape, I think, is one of the ways I would explain it. For me, the inspiration comes from the stories. The inspiration for my music comes from the stories. Many musicians get up in the morning and wonder what they're going to write a song about. For me, I get the inspiration of the stories. Do you understand? Yes?
За мен, Мони каза, е всичко. Всичко е вдъхновението, Твореца. Айвор казва, историите ме вдъхновяват мен. И това е, което ме вдъхновява и за музиката, която аз изпълнявам към спектаклите, защото много музиканти просто творят, но стават сутрин и нещо творят, докато за мен това идва от историите.
Много, много ви благодаря и много успехи за напред.
Thank you very much.
Travelled a long road through mud and snow, through wind and storm. We have made our hats wet and our boots muddy. We have been to the other world, and now we return to bring sweet blessings to everyone.